Hey, welcome back to another episode of Tune Quest. Today we have a very special episode. We're looking at Baby Blue by King Krule. This is one of my all-time favorite songs. I love this song, and you probably do as well. That's why you're here. And I'm going to teach you how to play it in this tutorial. So we're going to progress through levels, and the first level is the intro, where you're going to learn the chords and how to vibe on the song. And as we go, we're going to learn more things and how to play this really beautifully on the piano. Let's get into it. So the intro has three main chords that we're going to use throughout this song, right? The first chord is this one here. A flat major 7. Quite simply, we have an A flat octave in the left hand and a C minor triad in the right hand. You put them together and you get this lovely chord, A flat major 7. Now the next chord is only a half step away. You move the thumb down a half step and you get this chord here, right? A flat minor major 7. Pretty funky chord. And then the next chord is this here. E flat major 7. Same deal. Left hand octave on the E flat. G minor triad in the right hand. And you get this chord here, right? So 1, 2, 3, right? Now, you might be wondering how King Krule makes this song sound beautiful and nostalgic and literally heartbreaking all at the same time. It's because of these chords and the chord movement happening here, right? So what we have is a minor 4 to 1 relationship. Let me explain it to you. So the key of this song is E flat major, right? So this chord here, E flat, is the home base. It's where the song feels most grounded, most settled, right? So if that's the 1 chord, that's the 2 chord, that's the 3 chord, and A flat major is the 4 chord in this key of E flat major, right? So we go from this 4 chord to the minor 4 chord, right? By lowering that major third to a minor third, and then we resolve back to the 1. And that's how you get this heartbreaking sound, right? It's so beautiful, and you probably recognize it from other songs that you listen to. So that's just a little bit of chord theory and how King Krule makes the song so beautiful. Okay, so it should be like this. Oh, one more thing. If you want it to sound like King Krule's obviously on a guitar, so what we can do is we can strum these chords like this. Right, so basically what we're doing is we're rocking from the left side to the right side. Like that. And then you can make it sound more realistic to the original. So that is the intro, and hopefully you can pick those chords up and start vibing on this tune. Let's move to level 2. So level 2 is when the melody starts coming in. So it sounds like this. Right? So let's take a look at the left hand first. So this song has an incredible atmosphere. Wouldn't you agree with that? It is so comforting. It's like a hug. It's so warm and sad at the same time, melancholy. And I feel like it has this almost like this rocking feeling to it, right? It kind of like rocks back and forth. So how can we create this effect on the piano? The first thing that we can do is we can arpeggiate the chords, and that's what we're going to do in the left hand. So the first chord is this chord here, right? So this is A flat major, right? As we've already looked at. So what we're going to do is we're going to play all of these notes as an arpeggio. Up and then back down. And then of course the next chord is A flat minor, and then the next chord is E flat. So that's the first thing. We're turning it into an arpeggio. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to have this triplet feeling, right? So we're playing groups of 3 notes, right? Triplets. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now this is of course, this is just how I like to play the song and how I think it translates to the piano. And it just sounds so lovely, and this is how we can create that lovely atmosphere, that kind of rocking feeling that makes this song sound so beautiful. So that's the left hand pattern you want to pick up. Now let's look at the melody. On the first chord, rather, da 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 da, my sandpaper side, right? And then on the second chord, right, da da da, and then on the third chord, and then we go here. Now what are we doing when we go to this note? We're actually not playing the original chord. The original chord that we looked at is E flat major. E flat major has this note here, the D, which is the major 7. But what King Krule is doing here to add an extra 4th chord into this progression is he's lowering this major 7 to the minor 7 to create an E flat dominant chord. And it just creates another layer of nostalgia and, I don't know, something. It just adds something to it, you know? But what we're doing here, all we're doing is actually just playing that note. Now, here's a little bit of chord theory. The 3rd of a chord and the 7 of a chord are like highlighting notes. They give character and quality to a chord. So all we need to do is play that dominant 7 and we already have that sound in our ears. You already kind of know what it is. And we're just doing that along with the melody. So, right? Here it is. And then the next part of the melodies. Right? So, into the rust one. Now what I'm doing here is I'm actually playing that minor 3rd as I play the root. Just so we can get that harmony in our ears as soon as we play the root. Right? Da, 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 da. And then this kind of intro bit ends with this chord here, which is of course this E flat dominant that we've already looked at, and we're adding the F, which is the 9th extension, and you get this E flat 9 chord. Lovely. So right. So that's level 2. Now let's progress to level 3. And level 3 is kind of when the drums come in, right? Cut of pain. I'm sorry, I'm not a very good singer. But that's okay because we can sing through the piano, right? So let's so the first thing that I'm doing is I'm actually turning the melody into an octave, right? So that's that bit when the drums come in, right? I do a little pause on the second one. If you knew. Right, so notice how that octave in the right hand just makes the melody so much stronger, right? Now, I'm not going to teach the melody from here on out. I don't like to teach the exact melody for songs because sometimes that would just take ages. But what I will say is you can definitely learn it yourself when you know the notes that you're picking from. And it's mostly notes from this scale here, which is the E flat major pentatonic scale. It only consists of 5 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then obviously going down. Most of the melody is drawn from that scale, right? Baby blue, if you knew, right? So that's kind of where King Krule creates the melody from, okay? Now, we have a little bit of a change in the song here, right? It goes like this. So the first part of that, the chords are first we have this E flat major 7, so we've already looked at that, and then the next chord is C minor 7. Same deal as before. C, octave in the left hand, E flat major triad in the right hand. You put them together, you get a C minor chord, and then we play this chord here, right? A flat major 7, same as before, but it's a little bit different. Low A flat octave, G, C, right? G being the 7th, C being the 3rd. Right, so sorry. And then the melody is but of course, to make it stronger, we're turning it into an octave. And then there's a variation. Something like that, right? And then edging closer. Just in my way, till I got no peace. It's just so beautiful. Oh, sorry. Got a little bit lost playing it there, but that's a little bit of the next verse. But as I said, I'm not gonna show you too much about the melody and things like that. I'll leave that up to you. If you want to learn it, it's not that hard, and it's also a way to develop your ear and to get some good ear training in. And because you already love the song, this is a great opportunity to develop your ear. Okay. There is this one thing where it goes like this. Okay, so what is that? It's the same chord progression as we've already looked at. But we're doing kind of like the stabs. And then we're playing this variation in the chord we already know, which is this, right? But we're adding this extra note up here, which is F. Just the 9th extension. So, and then the melodies. This is such a cool thing, right? Because we're going major 3rd to the minor 3rd to the 5th of this E flat chord. Right, so that's just a little bit of a beautiful thing that King Krule does in this song. Now, there's this repeat of this thing, right? And then there's kind of like another verse and things like that. And then there's the ending of the song where King Krule changes the chords up a little bit, and it goes like this. So what are we doing here? We start with the E flat major chord, not even with the 7, just normal, right? And then we go to a G minor 7, G octave, minor 3rd there, F is the 7, so minor 7, and then back to this A flat major 7 shape that we already looked at before, right? And then that kind of, it goes between these two chords. A little bit of an echo effect. Echo. And then does this build-up thing. And it does this jump on the A flat major triad, right? There's the root, there's the 3rd, and then we're back up to the E flat. Now, of course, I really wanted to share this part in the song because, in my opinion, this is like it's like that, just that gut-wrenching climax of the song where he's like bombing on and bombing on and bombing on and bombing, right? That epic moment, right? Oh my gosh, it's so freaking sick. Okay, and it's like so it's exactly what I just showed you. But it's like this. So the way to play this is you get your shape and you get your hand and you get your shape in a shape, right? You get your hand in a shape, this shape here, which is actually the E flat. Sorry, I didn't mention that this is like the final level of this tutorial. So this is like the hardest part of the tutorial. So we have an E flat major triad in its second inversion, because we're taking all of these notes and we're just like pushing them down one. So it's second inversion here. So that's the kind of shape you want to get in. And notice we've got the pinky available and the middle finger available, right? So first before we get to that shape, first we want to play thumb, C, and then get into that shape, and then da 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 da. But notice we're keeping that shape, right? And then this thing here. Now, if you can, really put as much of your guts into playing this as King Krule did when he was recording that. Like, otherwise you're not going to have the same effect. You got to really put your guts into it, you know, like... What was I just doing there? I was improvising over the scale we looked at that King Krule used to make the melody, which is the E flat major pentatonic scale. If you want to jam, if you want to improvise over this, that's your scale. Okay, so yeah, that is pretty much the end of the tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you picked up this song, because it's so much fun to play. And as you can see, I got a little bit carried away there, so I hope that yeah, it's all good. You can have fun and play this song. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you're not in the community yet, please check it out below. It's completely free. Though, that said, I haven't actually put much work into making it, like, super cool. But, hey, I promise I will. I will soon. I'm just making the course. I've just finished making Module 2. It's so good already. I'm loving making this course. I really can't wait to share it with you. It's going to be completely free. And it's literally, like, I'm literally giving away all of the secrets. And I'm giving it for free. No, I'm not giving away all of the secrets, but at a beginner level, like, to have a really strong foundation on the keyboard and to unlock the keyboard at that, like, beginner going on intermediate level, it's going to be in this 8-9 module course, and it's going to be for free. If you want access to it, join the free community. If you want personalized help from me, I have an online coaching program. You can check that out below as well. Book a free call with me and we can talk about that if you want to really level up. If you're more of an intermediate player and you're on that plateau and you want to get to the next level, I'm your guy, okay? Unless I'm not. Only if you vibe with me. Only if you like my style of teaching. If you don't resonate with my style, then definitely don't book a call. Anyway, that's it. Like and subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you in the next Toon Quest. Peace!